We'll stay with Balochistan because it is definitely the most underdeveloped province in Pakistan and needs more attention, and therefore I'll ask Mr. Shah Murad Aliani to speak after this. I have already introduced him. You know, you are part of a local NGO. We are now being told by the Baloch that NGOs were not given NOCs. There were some NGOs that were not given no objection certificates, and therefore the relief and the rehabilitation effort they could not carry out. What is the situation on the ground, and has that affected your efforts? And secondly, how can rebuilding be inclusive of women in those areas where women are confined to their homes?
Thank you. First of all, I'd just like to say it's a privilege to be here. I realize post-lunch sessions can be a bit boring, so I'll try to speed it up. Look, I don't work for an NGO. I work with a local NGO. It's a local NGO that has capacity in ecosystem restoration. And we've been working with the local administration quite seamlessly. We have not encountered any issues so far. Having said that, let me clarify, working in Las Bela district, and like I said earlier, everything has been pretty okay in terms of not having any hindrances. We've predominantly been working under the radar, so to speak. We're a small outfit, we're quite driven, and with regard to your question about gender inclusion, very aware of that, and we have included several interventions within our model which address gender inclusion. One is that we are proposing, in fact, we're talking to Dow Medical College. We want to have females, whomever is willing. They can look after their community in terms of prenatal, delivery, and postnatal services. And we are also, the area where we're working on, unlike Sindh, you have a lot of scattered households. Everything is not clumped together, it's quite scattered. So what we want to do is we want to have a community center, one for females, one for males. And we've talked to a foundation that is going to be giving sewing machines to the women there. Because of cultural difficulties, it is somewhat difficult, again, to be able to access women, but I believe we have a solution, and we're working towards that.
There should be homegrown industries, cottage industries that should be encouraged in these areas where women are not encouraged to come out and work.
Okay, well, look, you have to understand that in Balochistan, women don't get out and work unless, I mean, they only work within their area, and which is fine. We have to be, cognizant of cultural norms. What we're doing is we're putting up what we think is a very comprehensive, sustainable village model. Our emphasis is on resilience. It's on livelihoods diversification. We tend to look towards external forces for help, and we have a different approach. We think that we need to help ourselves. We need to make our people resilient. We need to give them the capacity and empower them so that they can look after themselves, which is the whole basis of our intervention, the Sustainable Village Intervention. It has many facets. I don't know if we have time for any of those. If you'd like me to elaborate on them, I'd be happy to do so.